Good morning, first graders at Nob Hill. So I'm going to walk you through the music website. I have had a meeting with Mrs. Caruso's class, but the video, for some reason, when I was presenting, was not very good, and the kiddos had a hard time seeing. So I'm going to walk you through the same thing right now, and this way you can access it at any time. Okay, so this is our new VAPA website, Visual and Performing Arts, and it has a Nob Hill music page for you. And the link in your teacher's classroom should take you straight here. So you shouldn't have to look for too much. There are some other things on the side here that you can access, and we'll go over that in just a moment. But if for some reason you end up on a different school's website, you can always just click over here on Nob Hill. Okay. At the top of the page is my email address. So if you're having trouble with a video or you're not sure what to do during a lesson, then you can email me and I will do my best to get back to you quickly about that. So I'm going to scoot down the page here, and you're going to see the TK and kindergarten lesson, and oh look, there's the first grade lesson. So I'm going to click on that right now. And it starts with our starts with the art. That's going to get really familiar. You're going to see that a lot. And the next thing is a video from me. So I'm going to pause that. You don't need to watch that right now. Oh, look, there's 3 of us up here. Oh, actually, there's lots more of us up here. Anyway, so you're going to listen to an introduction video from me. I'll be telling you what to expect in the lesson coming up, what you need to do, and some reminders. So just make sure that you watch that intro video before you start. And then this week's lesson is going to take you into a lesson about the moon and why we just love the moon so much and what composers might be thinking when they are writing music about the moon. So you're going to learn a hello and good morning song from that includes the moon. You're going to learn a couple other songs. You're going to be listening to a piece of music from Beethoven. And remember, when we listen, you want to put on your listening ears and you want to zip lips. If you need headphones at your house, you can put on your headphones. If you just have a quiet space, you can listen. That's great too. So listen to a song from Beethoven. Then you're going to continue listening about tempo. Here's another piece of music. Now these pieces of music are going to change every week. It's Moonlight Sonata and the Moon this week, but later on you're going to get different things. Then my friend Mrs. Holtz is going to be doing whoops, let me go backwards if I can. Well, she'll do a song about Bumblebee. You're going to learn a new song today. And then you're going to have some rhythms like our ta and tt that we started before we left school. And then at the end, please make sure you are checking on the click here, take the quiz. It's going to take you to a Google form. And in this Google form, this just goes to me. And I'm not checking for right answers, wrong answers. What I'm really just checking for is to see if you were paying attention and you know how to follow the directions and you're participating. Okay, so first it's going to ask you for your email address at school. It's going to ask you to choose your teacher. And it's going to ask you to put in your first and last name. That way I know what class you belong to and who you are. Now that part will always stay the same. What will change from week to week are the questions coming up here. So the questions, you're going to just do your best to choose what you think is the correct answer, thinking about the lesson that you just listened to. You're going to go down to the bottom, just a few questions. And when you're done, you're going to hit submit. Make sure you are pushing the submit button because there's no sense in doing all that work if I then can't see it. Okay, so if you're going to go through all that work, you may as well turn it in. So make sure you hit submit. That'll send all your answers and your information to Miss Miller. And then that way I can just look and see how you're doing and if you need anything too. Okay, so I'm going to click back out of that, back out of the lesson. And if you missed last week's lesson and you'd like to go backwards, or later on in a couple of weeks, there's a lesson that you really liked and you want to go back and do it again. If you go all the way down to the bottom, past all the other grade levels, down at the bottom, we're going to be keeping all the old lessons. So you can click on the first grade lesson down there and you can do last week's lesson that maybe you didn't have a chance to, or you didn't have a computer yet, or whatever was going on. So you can access these old lessons anytime. The TK and kindergarten lessons are really awesome too. So if you ever want to just go in and do those, that would be a great extra thing if you wanted to do something extra. Now on the side here, I did talk about the family activities too. So I'm going to click on that. And in the family activities, there's an art challenge, there's some music challenges. So I want to show you a few of those. I'm going to scoot down just a little bit. And look at this one. This one's really funny. So they give you a piece of art, and then you with your family are going to try your best to copycat it. So see how she has a red bottom and a white top. Oops, go back. Oh, I clicked on the actual thing. Hang on one second. Okay, back to what we were talking about. So this woman over here has a red bottom and a white top, and so does this little girl. And then over here we have blue, and the dad has blue on. And then this woman over here has yellow, and this little girl has yellow. And they're trying to do the same pose as well. So I really love that. I think that's a fun way to talk about art. Down here for the music stuff, the New York Philharmonic Kids Zone is really awesome. The Chrome Lab. If I had the opportunity, I would be doing Chrome Lab with you in the classroom too. So that's a really cool thing that you can get in and play some music games, but you're still really learning a lot about music and stuff like that. So access that if you get a chance to. Incredibox is a lot of fun. Playing the Nutcracker along with that video. All kinds of great stuff you can explore with your family, with a big brother or sister. Lots of good stuff. So I hope you get a chance to do some music lessons. If you have questions, just let me know. And we will be posting new lessons every single Monday. So be ready for Start with the Arts and get some music on your Mondays. All right? See you later. Thanks, boys and girls, for listening.